Hey everyone, welcome to Questions, Comments, Concerns, and Patrick doing weird things with his hands. My name is Steven. We're going to talk about the session, so let's do it. Episode 20, Questions, Comments, and Concerns.
I liked this episode.
Yes.
It was fun.
Yes.
Yeah, I had fun.
It was like a bar in a spooky place.
I'm curious.
Would you have preferred that we had just fought them?
Yeah, I'm curious what you wanted us to do there because
I just wanted to, honestly, I added that secret door in my, word, because I didn't think about how this guy was going to get out. I sort of thought you guys would fight your way out or subdue these guys, or I expected it to be more of a fight in the thing. Because you ran, I didn't really get, and I had to keep burning spells to keep up with you. The crux of this fight is supposed to be, this is kind of a thing for Otto too a little bit with these guys. I didn't even use their 4th level spell because they summon fire elementals.
Oh.
And so the whole game of this thing was supposed to be prevent the place from exploding.
Oh, right, because of freaking gunpowder.
Yeah.
Cool. See, the problem for me was that you made them inquisitors that were basically searching for.
Yeah,
for me.
Yeah, no, you guys made. I don't really. I just wanted to make. If you fight them, if you run, it doesn't matter. The challenge is still there.
Right.
Yeah. Right. I still burned a portion of your resources. We still had an interesting moment. Yeah. So I don't care. I would have liked to. I thought I was going to be able to blow shit up.
Were you thinking a standoff or something like?
No, I was thinking that you guys would have to sort of fight around, because these guys have a lot of fire magic because they're inquisitors, and so the game was supposed to be sort of it's a little bit of an auto challenge where a lot of your magic, your attack magic is fire magic.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of like what if I said don't do that?
That's why you asked him if it was smoke or fire.
Yes, that's why I asked him because I thought you were casting pyrotechnics, in which case everyone would have.
It is pyrotechnics, but it's a smoke version of pyrotechnics. I can cast either fireworks or smoke.
So if it was fireworks, I would have had everyone make a DC 12 dex save or take 76 points of
filled with gunpowder.
Yeah. The whole thing is filled with gunpowder.
And we probably still have gunpowder on us just by standing in
Yes.
Because I know when I've gone into big fire, when you're traveling and stuff and you go into a big fireworks store, as you do, you get stopped by security at the airport.
Oh yeah.
Because they're like, have you been in a fireworks store? Because you are covered in gunpowder. It's I didn't touch anything. They're like, I know, but you are covered in gunpowder.
Remind me at the start of the next session that you probably will hear an explosion in the distance as you guys are walking as the place collapses.
Otto does have control flames. You could have put out fire too.
Yeah, well, right.
So he'd be a bit of shit.
That's why I was so excited for the fire elementals to be summoned, which is kind of an interesting thing because the fire elementals, because it's a spell that they're casting, I don't think I think that is counted as part of the challenge of the anyway. Mm-hmm. So
interesting.
That sounds fun.
But this was fun too.
Yeah, I like the fugitive chase.
I thought the chase down the tunnel was super fun.
This was fun too. Yeah, I didn't get
I love the dimension door failure.
That was great.
I was
that's one of those take the hooks, even though it's not the best tactical move.
Oh, that was a ton of fun.
I know, you backed out of it because I was going no. But
I was thinking I wanted to cast it, but I was worried that you as your character would refuse it, and then I would just go.
Yeah,
but
it's too good of a story moment.
Fun. Yeah.
For that moment,
it hurt a lot.
Yeah, for that moment, Vel didn't know that he could refuse or something because that was just it was too good of a no, Otto, no.
That was fun.
Yeah, I really loved how Ka kind of got to take the lead on this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was awesome to be dealing with Cartesians.
And to hear the Cartesian language, how it's spoken and how formal it is. Because we've gotten little snippets of it, but we've never really experienced it in full.
Right. And these guys weren't even real these definitely weren't government officials.
These are scruffy dudes.
These are this was Jabba and his.
Yeah, we're in Jabba's palace.
Right.
What are the names of the firearms again?
Cthulhu.
It basically when a Cartesian says it sounds like
a gun going off.
The cat is the
the hammer.
thing.
What are they? They look like giant wide mouth scatter guns or what are they?
Well, you'll have to find out.
Okay.
I think we're gonna run into some pretty soon.
That's right. We're in search
what are
of
they
one.
called?
We're looking for a family firearm, which is very important.
Yeah.
So cool.
Sort of like samurai swords.
Cool.
And
I also like
together
that.
until
Like elephant gun.
COD didn't really translate that what we're doing is illegal.
Yeah.
I'm
No.
not-
He was just like he knew like
Wait, one at a time. Fill me in.
I like that COD didn't translate to us
Yeah.
that what he was asked to do was illegal.
Yeah.
He like basically was like, let's not even involve morals in this. We just are going to be going on an innocent
You want to do this
test.
thing? We got to do this.
Yeah, we got to
Yeah.
do this innocent test that is in no way.
Yeah,
like,
this is sort of I thought, what if because I was designing this, and originally he was just gonna like give you guys some information, and then I thought, what if I just complicated this with like because I really after sort of last session I was like, okay, I need to sort of rethink this because I've been trying to like just keep the plot moving, but it's like we got to move the plot by giving, especially like. People who aren't good at necessarily fighting, like let's give them some moments. So this double session is sort of like my COD. There's some auto elements in here, but this is sort of like kind of. I was thinking back to how I used to prep sessions when you look at like the Cold Iron Gate and all that, like. The Fae were there because Jamie was there.
Mm-hmm.
I would not have made that design choice was he not there.
right.
So, just kind of thinking that way a little bit, which is like getting out of what makes sense for the world a little bit, and can we make the world be make the most sense for the characters in it. So
that reminds me a bit. The end of the session makes it 2 sessions since Otto sent the letter to Archmage Fauster.
oh, but not how many days though? Like
I don't know.
a day.
It's been like one.
It's only
day.
been like 1 day, so it might take like
Maybe
a while.
Yeah.
Too.
But yeah, I won't forget about that. I'm gonna try to remember that. I just don't know how to pay it off yet, but it'll come.
Yeah.
I've got a couple of things that I gotta pay off now.
It was cool to also translate a few
Should know.
like Cartesian words. And
Yeah, there's some
people
intrigue.
know what
There's some
my name means now.
some intrigue stuff that like we've known about Ka for a while that maybe isn't so obvious to the party necessarily. Some interesting stuff.
Yeah, it's nice. Like I know a lot more about Ka than Vel does, just because I've talked to Patrick about character stuff a few times. But it's nice to have some of that start to come out in the sessions for sure.
Yeah.
It's cool to hear like Ka's voice, sort of like what he
Yeah.
sounds like to other Thethesians.
That's why I'm trying to learn frickin' Thethesian to the point where I can at least like Chewbacca understand him, even if I can't speak it myself.
Yeah, I think that's what it would be. Is you can understand.
I don't think I can vocalize it, but I want to at least be able to like Han Solo understanding Chewbacca him. You know, what's that, Ka? You're right.
From a linguistical standpoint, Thethesian is so interesting because they have perfect mimicry. They sort of can make beyond like there's a the phenome chart of like all the types of sounds that humans can make, and Thethesians can do so much more.
Oh yeah.
So the question is like, so Cthulhu, would it actually be like that, or is it literally just they make the sound of a gun going off?
I think what happens is that it sort of becomes like this middle space.
Yeah.
Where like when they're at home, like you know how like there's like dialects.
Sure.
So it's like if you're at home and you're just talking to family members or something, it would probably be a conversation that's mostly comprised of sound mimicry and But then when you're out and about, you kind of have to be like you have to kind of temper it a bit, like kind of like you're going, do you want soup? Like
Right. Yeah, because there's all kinds of weird stuff where I'm sure that like every family has their own like in jokes, so they know when they say something, like when they make certain sounds. They probably go. Every family probably has their own dialect, which is kind of interesting. There's probably a standardized Thethesian, like these sounds mean these things, and then there's more personal, like.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of sign language.
Yeah.
Where in sign language you don't have, unless you're like talking to somebody who doesn't like normally speak sign language and is learning, you have to make certain gestures and things like that and spell things out properly. But when you're just talking to somebody else who's fluent, it's a lot of shorthand.
Yeah. Well, and for two people that speak sign language, like a joke could be like a single sign. So they could be like baloney, and that would be like to them they'd be like.
Oh yeah, baloney.
Like that's funny. Like so for a Thethesian it'd be very similar where like say at one point somebody was doing something and they tripped and fell and broke a plate or someone could just be like, psh, and make that sound, and the other people are like,
Plate smasher.
Yeah, exactly. And that's literal translation would be plate smasher, but
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
That's cool. I like
that. Yeah.
The having to wait for hours for Tarek to show up, just being like, oh my gosh, if that really, that just does not sound fun.
Yeah.
I love this.
Vocalize.
Go kill him.
Yeah.
Just what? Go, all right. Trial. All right.
It's just extending the battlefield.
It's I don't know, Vel's...
This is not a good judge either.
No.
His low ability is wisdom.
I need a judge, huh?
He's not a good judge.
I mean, I guess there might be a little loophole there in that, if Vel never showed up, would he be dragged in, or would they also, if nobody showed up, would they just be like, let the contest begin? No one is there.
They probably would send out long-winded explanations of beginning of trial by combat to both participants, and I don't know.
It works out kind of fun.
Yeah.
There's a bit of a mystery here too. Is he?
It's also
has he been taken away? Is he running? What's going on?
Yeah, because realistically, they would probably wait 2 years for him to show up.
Yeah.
With them, with same thing they did for Vel, is everyone goes, or at least the important people go every day, and they show up and they go, well, we'll wait to see if he has filled his summons. No, he hasn't. Okay. And they also take the rest periods and stuff, so we should have really seen that. Is they come in, they'd probably wait for a few hours, they'd go have break, they'd come back for a couple more hours, and then they'd go have nighttime stuff. This only takes a few hours of their day, so they're just weird.
Yeah. I do have to ask with Ansma, I've been thinking about this, and maybe it's just because I'm a girl and I think about these things. Why can't she because she has that strip of her hair taken off? Why can't she just put part of her hair over and just hide it?
I guess she could. How? And she'll probably start doing that. That's a good point. Mm-hmm. But the other thing to think about too is if you're hiding that makes you look like you're trying to hide it.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like hiding your status.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's people who have the back of their hair shaved, but they have long hair, so you don't notice it until they put their hair up in a ponytail or something.
Yeah.
Or I know people who've shaved part of their head and then they just flip their hair over and keep it over when they're at work, and then they just flip it back when they're.
You just have long hair now, so you're just trying to
like your hair
around.
No, it's something I was actually thinking about.
Now that your hair's long, what if
it can go over here? I can flip it over like this.
Well, it's something that I was thinking of.
No, it is a great point. It is a fantastic point.
I think it makes sense, the idea where it would be, to Minnie, it'd be obvious that she's hiding.
Yeah.
And that would probably look worse.
She also, it's tough because her hair is so long, too. The parts that weren't cut are very long.
Yeah, waist length.
Yeah. So I don't know the logistics of hair that long, really, but I feel like
she would
have to drape it kind of, and at least have part of it in front of her body, which I don't know.
Well, you're right, because I guess if they never cut it, they don't have layers. So if she did flip it over, you would see that there's a layer to it, and then
it'd be the whole. It's the whole thing. There's no layers.
There's no okay. Yeah, then okay.
So she'd have to flip her whole hair over.
Which would look dumb.
Which then she has all this hair on one side.
And people go,
and it's what are you hiding?
It looks like a weird comb over. It's like a super comb over.
Elvish comb over. All right, anything else? No. Questions, comments, or concerns?
I want an elvish criminal who just had the top part of his hair shaved now and he just...
He's got this crazy comb over.
Yeah, maybe brings it over the top and drapes it.
No, but he does it on both sides to try and even it out.
Maybe he's some really, really wealthy sort of business guy.
Yeah.
Who has he did some bad deals or stuff.
But he's got enough money and influence that people still have to deal with him.
But he has woven his hair into some kind of weird.
Yeah, what if they cross over the center?
And his skin is orange for some reason.
Yeah. Trump montage. Thanks everyone for watching this exciting episode of Questions, Comments, and Concerns. We will see you in 2 weeks for another exciting episode of Threshold where we'll do this job. at the Domis Vivito ga Mine Futhadi.
Great.
That thing.
Great.
That old chestnut.
That's where we're going.
All right,
Just
thanks
rolls
guys.
off
We'll
the
see you
tongue.
soon. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.